Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let me just turn some lights on. That's better. Got some light. Telling people that I'm coming on. Making sure I've got enough room. Oh, bugger. Hiya, Glenn. Now remember, do what you can with this one. Okay, so it might be a bit too much. If you need to, have a chair, have your blocks ready, have your band ready. Hiya, Debbie. I'll go through some things in a few seconds. Put that back up. Grab these. Have a drink ready. Hiya. So, I'll get started. I know people are going to probably be jumping in a few minutes. So we'll just make sure that you're able to do this. It's not as slow as a Thursday one. It'll be a little bit faster. But we'll give you as much alternatives as I can. But I wouldn't advise this for anybody with high blood pressure, diabetes, joint problems, low blood pressure as well. But I know, Glenn, that you're okay. If you can, have a block if you need it. And anything, this is off my dressing gown. But anything that you can use and anything fine, you may need that later. Got a few more people in. Oh, you've come back again. You must be enjoying it, Savannah. Oh, hello Tracy, and hello Samuel. So, gonna get us ready just onto our mat. Like I said, make sure that you've got that you're ready. You're okay to do it. No high blood pressure, no low blood pressure. Any slip discs. I will sort of prompt you, but I won't be adjusting too much for that. Make sure that you've got enough room around you, that you're not going to hit anything or kick anything as you're going around. That you've got a drink if you need it. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. So we're going to bring ourselves to our mat, bring ourselves into our standing position, making sure that our knees are in line with our hips. If we start at the ground up, making sure that you're pushing down through the whole knuckle of your feet. So you're pushing just here on the little toe as you are on the big toe, and you're also pushing to the back of the foot as well. So you're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back, and that you're not dropping your calves, dropping your arches down and letting the knees drop in, so that they're pushing out and they're all the way around. Start with your feet. If you lift your toes up as hard as you can, you'll feel the kneecap start to lift. You'll feel that muscle at the side, the top, start to get stronger as well. Try and keep that muscle nice and tight, but put the toes down. Then think about the muscle on the inside of your thigh. Imagine squeezing the legs together. You're not going anywhere, but you're going to feel that muscle tighten up as well. If you think about your back muscle, squeeze your bum, and then you'll find the back muscle tighten, and then you can find that side muscle will come in, and everything kind of grabs hold of the bones. You should still be able to bend your knees. So now all the muscles in the leg are actually doing the work of holding you up. We're going to bring it into our pelvic floor. So again, it works the same for men as it does for women as it does for men. You imagine you're in a lift, you want to stop yourself from breaking wind and pull it in. So the bum's squeezing, but there's another muscle just inside the bum cheeks. Squeeze that. Then imagine you want to stop yourself from having a wee, and you'll feel another kind of lift. Then this muscle here, if you breathe out and pull it back, you'll tighten up the muscle here, and then you can just breathe into the lungs here. Bring the shoulders back and down, tuck the chin in. So we're going to lift the arms and breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose if we can. So breathing in, and every time we're breathing out, we're just trying to get rid of everything that's annoyed us through the day, everything we've seen on the news. Get rid of it. So there's nothing you can do for the next 45, 50 minutes you're just going to be stuck here with me. So get rid of it all. And we're going to do one more. And bring it back. So we're going to work our neck. Now with this, we're just going to take the chin down towards the chest. And then we're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. We'll feel this stretch right through the back of the neck. So remember, pulling in all them stomach muscles, tighten up all the leg muscles of the thighs. Then we're bringing it back. Now we're going to take our head back and we're going to move our mouth. Our mouth's going to decide how far we're going to go. You can open your mouth really wide, or you can imagine kissing the ceiling, or you can give it a bit of a Brucey and you stick your bottom jaw past your top jaw. So you're sticking your chin out. Now we're doing this as we're reaching back. So again, we're holding it for 3 breaths. So it's your breaths. So again, tighten up all the muscles through the body, standing straight. Breathe in, bring the chin back, and then decide. Open your mouth, kiss the ceiling, or give it a Brucey. And then bringing it back down. So we're going to take it over to the side. We're going to tuck that chin in. So we don't want the chin sticking out. We want to make sure that it's pulled in. Keeping them arms down, putting everything in. We're going to bring our ear towards our shoulder. But at the same time, try and push our arms and our hands towards the floor a bit more. And then we're bringing it back to centre. So we do the same thing, taking it the other side. So take it over, about 3 breaths. Now the breaths can be your breath, so you just breathe really quickly, then it's really quick. If you breathe really slowly, it's really slow. And then we're bringing it back to centre. So we're going to again make sure that chin's tucked in, and we're going to look over the shoulder, but you don't want it to drop, you don't want it to lift. And you don't want to be pushing too far over here. It's not a raise, you're just turning the head. Again, holding it for 3 breaths. And bringing it back to centre. So we're taking it over the other side. And bringing it back to centre. So we're going to do the same thing, same kind of movements with this area here. So the area between the ribs and the hips. But we'll take it nice and slowly. So again, we're holding it for 3 breaths. Now, like I said, this is more for people without high blood pressure and low blood pressure because your head's going down towards the floor. Again, if you've got to slip this, not really for you. But if you feel like you've got bad back, then you might find just bending the knees, because sometimes it's just that the hamstrings are really tight. So it's up to you, straight legs, bent legs. Listen to your body. When you're coming up out of it, because we're holding it for 3 breaths, we're down there a lot longer than we normally are. So it's not just breathing in and breathing back out. So even if you haven't got high blood pressure, your blood pressure may rise. So come up very slowly, keeping the chin tucked in, and think about how you feel when you come up. If you doesn't feel right, don't do it. Okay? So we're going to take it down. And from here, we're going to imagine that we're a rag doll. And you can just let yourself move slightly. So as if you're being blown by the wind. Turn that way. Just letting yourself move. And then we're coming back to the centre. We're tucking that chin in. We're bending them knees if we need to, and we're breathing in to roll back up nice and slowly. Think about putting one vertebrae on top of each other as we come up. The shoulders come back and down, and then lastly, the head lifts up. And we have a think, how do I feel? Did that make me feel sick? Did it make me feel really hot? Did it make me feel really dizzy? If it does, then instead of going down like that, you could always go down, keeping the head up. Don't do the sway though, keep it nice and straight. That's the only difference, trying to keep that back straight, keeping that head up. So we're going to take it down again. So again, we're breathing out, we're rolling down. And once we're down, we imagine that we're being blown by the wind. And then we're bringing it back to centre. Bend the knees if we need to, rolling through the spine. Okay, so we're going to take it backwards. We're placing our hands on our bum, so that it's a nice straight back, and we're pulling our shoulders towards each other. Now we're not letting our head just flop back, we're controlling how far we take our head back. And again, sometimes it might be that you just want to lift your chin, not necessarily take the head back too far. Now with that one, I should have mentioned, we're breathing into the back. With this one, we're breathing into the chest, and you'll find that when you go back, it's kind of restricted to breathe into the back. But have a go. You might think as you're doing it, no, I can breathe perfectly fine into my back, but you should find it's more in here. We're holding it for 3 breaths. Now again, if you can't manage the 3 breaths, 1 breath, 2 breaths will do. So placing your hands on your bum, pull your shoulders towards each other, elbows towards each other. Tuck the chin in to start. Breathe in, push the hips forward, let the back go back. Breathing into the chest. 3 breaths. Like I said, if you wanted to take that head back, you could, but you control it. Make sure that there's no stress here at the front. There's no pinching at the back. And then we're going to breathe out to bring it back up. And again, how do I feel? Okay. We're going to do it again. This time, if you want to, you can take the hands from the safety of here and bring them towards here. So this time, gravity will do a lot of work. So again, if you can't manage the 3, 1 breath will do. So pushing the hips forward, pulling the shoulders back, breathing in, taking it back. Breathe into the chest, lift that head if you want to. And then breathing out, bringing it back up. Okay, lovely. So we're going to take it around to the side, working through this area here, rotation. So keeping the feet forward, we'll take the arms out, we'll turn the palms up so the shoulders can roll back and down. If they're here, they might roll up and in, but we want them to roll back and down, so palms up. We're stretching the arms out, pulling the stomach muscles in, breathing out, taking it round to the side. Hold it there. 3 breaths. Now, if you can, if you've gone towards your right, then you're going to breathe into the right, the front of the right lung, and into the back of the left lung. I know that sounds really weird. If you're just started off doing the breathing, then just breathe. If everything sounds a bit what, just breathe. And then we're bringing it back to centre. So we're going to take it round the other side. So breathing out, taking it round. We're holding it for 3 breaths. We're breathing into the front of our left lung and into the front, at the back of our left lung. We're doing a diagonal breath. And we're bringing it back round. So we're going to take it round. If you want to drop your arms, you can. If you want to give yourself a little rest, you can. If you find your shoulders coming up, make sure they come down. Here we go. Breathe out, take it round. Make sure the feet are down, they're not rolling out as well. And then bringing it back. And let's change sides. and bringing it back. Bring them arms down. Oh, the killer. Take the legs apart. Making sure the toes are facing forward. Now imagine sliding the legs together, so we're pulling them in. We're going to again take them arms out. We're going to reach over to the side and bring it back to centre. Reach over to the other side and bring it back to centre. So we're going to do two more on each side, just bringing it forwards and backwards, and you'll feel that stretch down the side. Okay, we're going to come back to centre. So we're going to take it over and down. Breathe in, stretch them arms apart. Breathe out, bring it up. Breathe in, stretch over, breathe out. Breathe in, stretch them arms. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bring the arms down. Lovely. So we're going to bring our legs in and we're going to work on our shoulders. So keeping our hands in line, start off. And hands together. You're breathing in, lifting the arms up. That's why I said that way. And breathing out, bringing the arms down. When you go back, you don't want to push back. You want to keep the body nice and straight. It's just the arms that we're taking round. And then we're going to take it back. This time we're bringing the thumbs back as far as we can. Breathing in. And breathing out, bringing them over. If we can get them to touch, get them to touch. If not, don't worry. And last one. Bringing it down. Lovely. So, we're going to bring it into our hips. If we bring our weight onto our right foot, tighten up all the muscles. So imagine squeezing them together, lifting the toes, tightening the bottom muscles, pulling that pelvic floor, pulling the abdominal up. Bring the shoulders back and down. If you need to, grab something to hold on to. Starting on this foot, you can keep the toe on the floor and you can just bring the knee back and forward in this position. Or you can make it a little harder by taking it out, turning it round so the knee comes to the floor, the sole of the foot is pointing up, and then you're bringing it forward. I'll do it from the side. So we're taking it out, turning it round, and bringing it forward. Okay? We can try 8 on one side, 8 on the other. Like I said, if you need to grab hold of a wall, a chair, get a child to stand next to you, use their head. Anything you want. So here we go. Taking it out, round, and forward. And bringing it down. So let's move over onto the other side. So again, tightening up all these muscles. I'll do it from the side. So again, we're coming up, tighten everything up, lifting the foot, take it out, turn it round, bring it forward. I think I did about 9 there. I was going off with myself. So we're bringing it right down into our feet, into our calves and our knees. We're coming up onto our one foot, so we go onto our left. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Stay up nice and straight. Bend the 2 knees, but keep the right heel down and push the heel of the left foot towards the floor. But we're keeping ourselves nice and straight, pulling ourselves in. And then we're going to bring it up and we're going to try the other side. So lifting the right foot onto your tiptoes, keeping the left foot flat on the floor, keeping the back, pulling back, pull the stomach muscles in, bend the right knee, push the foot forward, stretch them toes. Now you may find that you don't get the little toe, especially if you roll in. So the next time we do, we're going to do it twice obviously. The next time we do it, we will push more out. So if you need to, you'll push it out. I'll turn around and do that. So come back up. So again, let's do it I'll do it from the front. Now if you find that you're rolling over, so the little toe didn't get a stretch when you were doing that, you're going to move the leg out a bit. So the same thing, pulling back, bending the knee, but pushing more over toward your little toe. Give it a stretch. And then we're going to try the other side, last one. So dropping down, bring it over, make sure that little toe is stretched as well. And then bringing it back up. Give your legs a little shake. We're going to go into sun salutation. So this isn't the jumpy one that we do on a Monday and Friday. This is a little bit slower. We slow it down. But again, I'm going to make it, I'll start off on the first one showing you with the knees down adjustment. The second time I'll make it a little bit harder. We're going to do it 4 times. And so the second time that we do it is about what you want to do. So we'll do it, I'll do my version, you do whatever you want. There's no such thing as wrong sun salutation. It's whatever you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt you. So if we come to the front of our mat, bring your legs either together or take them apart, it's up to you. Tighten up all the muscles through the body, tucking the chin in. Bring the hands together and press. Push them together as well, so they're not just held there, they're really pushing in. We're going to breathe in and lift the arms up and reach back. Then as we breathe out, we're coming forward. If you need to, you can bend the knees to bring the hands down to the floor, letting the head drop down. As you breathe in, you're straightening the legs, placing the hands down, pulling the shoulders back, pushing down, so that you're trying to straighten out that back. We're going to start with that right leg. We're stepping back and bringing it down onto the floor. If you want, you can bring the knee down. From there, you're pushing the hips towards the floor, so you're stretching this muscle here. From there, we're bringing the foot back, bringing the fingers down, pushing down with our fingertips, making a bridge with our hands, tucking our toes and lifting ourselves into down dog, trying to push the heels to the floor. If they don't go, we don't worry. You can always walk it one at a time and push them down. We're coming up onto our tiptoes and we're coming forward over our hands. If you need to, you can bring the knees down. Roll the shoulders back so the fronts of the arms are facing forward. Bend them back, bring the chest down, stretch the body out, lift up. Now if you want, you can always go into Sphinx. So elbows down, make sure that the neck is lifting out. We're bringing the arms back, we're pushing back to the knees, tucking them toes and lifting back up onto our feet. We're going to lift the left leg up in the air, breathing in, and we're bringing it through the hands. Now, if it doesn't go, we take the knee down, we bring it up. We can drop the hip. Again, if we feel we can, keeping the hip down, we can always lift that back knee off a little. So you'll feel that stretch more into the psoas muscle there. We're pushing back and we're taking a big step, bringing the 2 feet together, letting the head drop. We're going to look up, keeping the knees bent if we need to, open the arms, breathe in, stretch back. Going to do that from the side. Breathing out, take it down. So like I said, if you need to, you can bend the knees. Breathe in, lift up, straighten the back. tuck the chin in. Take the hands down, step back with that left foot. From here, like I said, either take the knee down or lift it up. Keeping the hips pushing down. You can come to the knee, you can push back. You can try lifting one arm off, but keep the body down. You can try lifting the two arms off. But you're still staying down here, you haven't pushed back. You can bring the hands down. Lift the bum, step back to down dog. From here, bring it up onto the toes, come forward. If you want, keep it in plank there. Again, make sure them arms are pulling back. Bend the elbows back. Drop the chest down. Roll forward. Shoulders lifted. Lift up. Keeping the arms down. If you want to, you can take the knees off the floor. But you don't have to. Bring it back to down dog. Lift the right foot up in the air. Bring it in towards the chest. Look forward. Step the foot between the hands. Push down. So remember, you can have that knee down if you want as well. Roll back. Keep the hips pulling down. Shoulders back. Breathe in. Lift up. Reach back into a warrior lunge. Bringing the hands down. Step in. Let the head drop forward. Lift the head. Breathe in. Lifting up. Okay? So we're going to do two more. I'm just going to say about breathing. Whenever you need to, breathe, but make sure you are breathing. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to do mine. If you want to copy, you can. But otherwise, you do whichever one feels better for you. So, here we go. Okay, lovely. That's our heat sequence, warms us up. So now we're going to take it into a triangle pose and then into a twisted triangle or reverse triangle. With it depends on where you can go, how far your legs need to go apart. So some people find that they just want their legs a little bit wide. Because when they go to the side, it feels quite irritating if they do a wider stance. Some people prefer a wider. I'm more a wider. Everybody is their own person, so what works for one might not work for somebody else. Do what works for you. Making sure that your feet are facing forward and that you're pushing down through the little toe. You don't want the feet rolling in. You want to make sure that you're pushing down through the outside of the feet. So again, we start at the base. It's always the best place to start. We're going to lift the toes and engage all them leg muscles. Squeezing the thighs, pulling all the muscles in, pelvic floor, but not the abdominal lock. We need to keep that, otherwise we won't be able to bend if we're pulling it in. So we want to keep that relaxed, but we want to work our pelvic floor. So we're lifting up as if we're in the lift. Imagine we're stopping ourselves from weed. We're going to now take the right foot out. So we're holding onto our hip and we're lifting our toes and we're lifting them up and we're turning them out and we're pushing that little toe down. Now imagine that you're trying to squeeze your legs together. So again, you engage that leg if it comes out. We're going to take our left hand and turn it thumbs down and bring it behind our back. Take it out first. We're going to take our right hand out. We're going to breathe out and reach over as if there's something just out of our reach. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're bringing it down, and we can place it on the leg. We can place it on a chair if we prefer. We can leave it off and not to have it on anything, but just have it in front or behind, wherever you feel comfortable. Now we're looking at this shoulder here, but at the same time, we're going to lift the elbow off the shoulder so it pulls us back, and we're trying to turn our chest towards the ceiling. We're looking and lifting up, but again, if this feels too much, we can always look forward. We can always look down, but that tends to pull the shoulder back round, so looking forward is much better. If we want, we can take the hand out that's behind our back, have our little finger down, we're breathing in and we're turning from the shoulder, rolling it backwards. As we breathe in, we're lifting that arm up towards the ceiling, and you should feel as if it wants to push down a little bit, but you'll feel it working right through the side here. So remember to keep all them legs feeling nice and tight. Now we've got to imagine somebody's up in the ceiling and they're going to grab our hand and they're pulling us up to the ceiling and lifting us out. So we're lifting that rib cage up and out of the hip so we don't pull onto it, and then we're bringing our foot back in. So I'm going to do it sideways. So like I said, if it feels, when you're going forward, the joint of the hip feels a bit niggly, a bit painful, bring the feet closer together. Some things work for one person, like I said, they don't necessarily work for somebody else. So we'll try both ways. So next time we do it, try doing it smaller leg and see which one you prefer. So it's our left leg we're turning out. We're turning the foot out, but we're tightening up all the muscles except for the abdominal. We're taking the right hand, thumbs down, behind our back, and we're taking the left hand out. We're going to breathe out and reach over as if something's just outside of our reach, and you should feel that the hand is in line. You shouldn't feel that that hip's coming round. You're going to breathe in, and again on the next breath out, bring the hand down, place it on the leg, place it just in front, whatever you prefer. Look at that back arm, lift it and pull it backwards. Then if you can, take it out, little finger up, but then you're turning so your thumb's up, and as you're breathing in, you're lifting the arm up. Look up towards it if you can, or forward if that feels easier, but don't just let the head drop. So again, we're going to imagine someone's in the ceiling and they're going to lift you up and lift you out. Okay? Bringing that foot back round. So let's try it again. I'll turn back around this side. So again, I'm going to shut up because it's much nicer if you think about you. You know what you're doing. Like I said, you can't go wrong. It's not that hard to get wrong. If you want to keep your arm down, keep your arm down. You're challenging nobody. And I think this is probably the nicest thing about online yoga, is that it's just about you. You're not looking around the class thinking what anybody else is doing. So if you feel that your arm doesn't want to go up today, it might be tomorrow you'll feel the arm wants to go up, and that's okay because the body changes day to day. So if you feel today you can't do it or you don't want to do it, don't do it. So let's take that left foot out. Tighten all them muscles through the leg, pulling that abdominal muscle. Take the left hand behind the back, take the right hand out, have a look, reach over. Keep pulling that hip back. Take the hand down on the next breath out. Turn and look. If you want to, take the hand out, breathe in and lift it up. Hold it here. Think about the back foot, making sure it's pushing down, that you're pushing through the outside on both sides, that the neck feels okay. The hips feel okay. My back's popping. It loves this. Too much sitting down. So now we're going to lift and lift up. Perfect. Bring that foot in. So we're going to try the other side. So turning it out, pushing down through the foot. Take the hand behind, take the other hand out. Breathe out, reach over. Taking it out. Thumbs up if you want. Breathing in. And again, we're lifting up, we're lifting out. Bring it back in. Lovely. So you can bring the legs in, give them a little shake before we take it into a twisted. So again, we're taking them feet out. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way and then I'll spin round and go the other opposite direction. So keeping them feet pushing down. This time, we're going to turn that right foot out. Again, pull everything in, but we're taking the thumb down and we're taking it behind the back. We're bringing this hand all the way round so that we're facing over that front leg. Now, this back leg, it may be that you'll have to step it out a little bit to try and get these hips in line. You don't want them pulling round because you're turning in this direction. So we're pulling ourselves around, making sure that that foot, if we can get it down, it might be that it's up. You might want to put a pillow or a blanket or something underneath. So we're reaching here. We're going to breathe out and reach forward. As again, if we're just out, something's just out of our reach, breathe in, and as we breathe out, bring the hand down. So again, if you've got a block, you may find it's easier with a block there, or you can hold on to the leg. So from here, you're lifting the elbow and you're looking behind you. From here, if you wanted, you could take the hand out, little finger up, again from the shoulder, roll it back, and then breathing in, lifting the arm up. Now to come out of it, we're going to bring this top hand down so that it comes back to our block or to our leg. We're opening at the front. Then we're going to imagine that person's up there. They're going to lift us up and lift us out, bringing ourselves back to centre. Okay, so let's try the other side. So again, if you need your block, bring it with you. When you turn your foot out, place it down on the floor so you're ready. So from here, it's the left hand this time. We're taking it thumbs down behind our back. We're bringing the other hand all the way round. We're adjusting that foot at the back to think about the hips rather than what's happening with the foot. Breathe out, reaching forward. Breathe in. And on the next breath out, bring the hand down, place it wherever it wants to go. Lift the elbow, turn and have a look behind. Take the hand out if you want to. Turn from the shoulder, thumbs up, breathe in, lift it up. Bring the hand down. Open at the front. Lift the body up. Bring the foot in. Lovely. So I'm going to do it sideways and we'll go into it again. This way. I'll start with my right foot again. So from here, we're turning out the left foot. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll say this way. Turn out the right foot. So again, keeping them legs in. We're going to take the opposite hand behind the back. Taking the other hand out. Bring it round. Again, trying to get them hips nice and straight. Reach forward. take it down. Lift the elbow, look behind. Take the hand out, turn the thumb up, breathe in, lift up. And then we're bringing it down, opening at the front and lifting back up. Bringing it back in. Let's try the other side. So turn the foot out. Take the hand, thumb down behind the back. The other hand comes round. We adjust ourselves, make sure that we're feeling safe. Reach forward. Breathe out, take it down. Look behind. Take the hand out. Thumbs up. Bring it up. Then we're taking it down. We're opening at the front. We're lifting up. We're bringing it in, bringing it back down. Good. Bring our legs in, give yourself a little shake. So we're going to go into a wide leg tabletop. Now this works our lower back really well. It also works our shoulders as well, which will come in handy for our when we're going down on the floor, which will be soon. Don't hold it for too long. If you need to, roll out of it. So I'll go into it quickly and then I'll show you how to come out of it nicely. So we're taking our legs, again, as wide as we feel comfortable, keeping the toes turned in, rolling them down, tightening up all the muscles in the legs. I'll do it from the side, it makes it easier. You can start with your hands on your hips, tilting the pelvis forward. We're bringing ourselves forward. So like I said, you don't necessarily have to do this one, you're just watching. You're going to take that arms out in line with the head, stretching them out. When you want to come out, drop down, bend the knees, roll up. Okay? We're going to hold it for 3 breaths. We do it twice. So, here we go. Tilt the pelvis back. Pull the stomach in as we go forward. Tuck the chin in. Reach the hands forward. Try and push that chest down. Now, if it feels like you're curling, bend the knees, push down. And again, we're going to drop, tuck the chin in, bend the knees to roll up. Okay, let's go one more time. Lift the arms, tilt the pelvis, pull the stomach in, reach forward. You can also feel that we're stretching them hamstrings as well. And again, we're dropping down. If you want to bend them knees, roll up. Bring it round. Bring the legs back in. So we're going to take it now into a slightly mad forward bend. And this is standing head beyond knee. Again, you may find if you've got something like off your dressing gown tie, a band, a proper yoga band would be brilliant. We haven't got them. I have, but they're around somewhere. So with this, we'll do it without it first. If you need to, if you've got a wall that you can lean against, you can always lean your bum against the wall and take the balance out. That's probably the easiest thing to do, is to find a wall, lean against it while you're doing it. With this, if we start on our right foot, we're tightening up all the muscles because we're going to balance on this leg. So again, pull the stomach muscles in. Bring the leg up. Hold underneath the knee. From here, all you're doing is flexing that foot so that you're bringing it out. I'll do that from the side. Pull the stomach muscles in, shoulders back. Stretch the leg out. And then we're bringing it back in and bringing it back down. So we'll try the other side. So again, tighten up all the muscles on your left leg. Do it this way again. Lift the leg up, flex the foot, grab underneath, stretch the foot out. Now it might be that you can move your hand towards your calf. Keep flexing that foot. And then bringing it in, bringing it down. So like I said, with that, if you wanted, you could always grab a band, grab it as close to your foot and push it out. That might be a bit easier. Or if you've got a chair or the settee, just bring your foot up and place it on there, getting it used to being lifted. That might help as well. So we're going to take it a little bit further, see if we can move our head down. Now again, like I said, if you've got a wall, stick your bum against the wall when you're doing this, just to make sure that you don't fall over. If I fall over, we might get 250 pounds. Oh, I'm not going to do it on purpose. So we're lifting the foot up, we're tightening up all the muscles, we're stretching that leg out. Now if you can, you're bending your elbows out to the side, trying to get your chin to come past your knee. And then we're lifting ourselves back up and bringing the foot down. So we'll try the other side. So again, finding all the weight onto one side, lift the leg up, breathe out, push it out. Breathing out, bend the elbow. If you can, walk it towards the end of the foot, trying to get the chin past the knee. And bringing it back in and bring it back down. Lovely. So let's go down on the floor. I'm going to bring you into crescent moon. So if you need to, put extra padding on the floor so that it protects your knees and that you don't hurt your knees. So an extra blanket or something like that. Hello everybody. Now from here, you're going to having your hands down, bring your foot up. And you can have your hands on the floor if you want to. You're sliding that back leg back. Now from here, you're dropping the hip towards the floor. And you'll feel the stretch right through here. From there, you're keeping that hip pushing down, bringing the hands towards the knee. And you're pushing the body backwards. Roll your shoulders down, bring them down, lift the chin up. But keep dropping them hips down. If you can, if it's the right leg up, take the left hand up, lift it up in the air, reach it back. Keep that push going, lift the other hand off. Breathe in, look towards your hand, keep pushing down. And then bring it down. Changing leg. So bringing the foot forward, pushing the hip down, taking that leg back, bring the hand up, keep pushing them hips down, use the hands to push you back, shoulders back and down, take the one hand off so that you're still pushing with this one, breathe in, lift it up, reach it back, if you can, take the other, but if as soon as you let go, you move forward, keep that hand there. And then bringing it back down. So we're going to do one more time. It's always better the second time. Bring the foot up, push it forward, take that back leg back, lift the body, reach it back, breathe in, lift up. And we're changing sides last time. So take that foot back, drop them hips, lift up, shoulders back, lift the arms. and bring it down. So from here, I'm going to get you to keeping your knees up. Now, it depends on how big your belly, big your boobs are. If you need to, open the legs out so everything can get between. It's up to you. Take your arms out, push back, let the head relax. If the head kind of dangling off the floor, use a fist or use a block or a cushion to let the head relax down. Yeah. And bring it back up. So I'm going to bring you into, because I'm running out of time, going to bring you into elbow plank and also elbow side plank as well. So with this, if you feel you need to, again, put extra padding underneath your elbows. You're going to have your elbows down so they're in line with your shoulder. The hands can be flat, they can be in this position. It's up to you. From the ground, you're pulling your belly up, so you're not letting it drop down. You're breathing out, pulling that belly, lifting it off the floor. Tuck your toes under, and then you're lifting up onto your knees. Shoulders are pulling back, chin's tucked in. You can lift one knee, and then you can lift the second knee. Hold it here. Keep squeezing that stomach. Push them heels away. Pull them shoulders away from the ears. Remember, you can have the knees down if you want. You don't have to have them lifted. And then bringing it down. So here, let the arms drop out. Let yourself relax. So again, we're going to do it one more time. I'll do it backwards so you can see what's happening with the feet. So toes are tucked under, elbows are down, shoulders are coming back. We're lifting our belly off the floor. We're pushing onto our knees, squeezing that stomach muscle. Lift one foot, push it away. Lift 2 feet, push it away. Shoulders pulling back. Squeeze your stomach muscles. Push them heels away. Make sure you're breathing. And then bringing it down. Again, if you want to, push back to child. Let's bring it up. We're going to take it into side elbow plank. And again, I'll go up in stages. You get to the point where you want to. The second time, we go straight into it. So if at any point you think, I can't do any more, I don't want to lift my leg, remember again, you don't have to. If you need padding under the elbow, put it underneath. So we're bringing our elbow down onto the floor and it's coming right underneath our shoulder. So not behind, not in front, but underneath our shoulder. And we're going to be straight with that as well. Okay? So we're coming under here. Again, in a fist, hands flat, up to you, doesn't matter. As long as the 2 joints are in line, that's the only thing that does matter. The bottom leg, we can keep it bent. Now this top leg, you can have it flat so that you can push with that. You can have the hand in front. You're lifting the bum off the floor. Now, like I said, you can use the hand. If you can, take the hand away. This leg at the bottom, if you wanted, push into that top leg and then you can straighten it. This top leg, if you want, you can take it off. You can place it on top. Don't let the bottom drop. Keep lifting it. The hand can stay here. It can lift up. It can go over the head. You don't want the head to drop. You want to keep that chin all tucked in. Stretch the toes back towards you and engage the legs, the knees, everything you were doing as if you were standing up. And then we're bringing it down and we're going to do the other side. So, you're going to lose me this time. That's okay, my face is rubbish anyway. So, remember the shoulder, that's the most important thing. Bend the knee, have that leg lifted. Use the hand if you want to. Lift the bum, pushing into that thigh. Take the hand off if you can. Push into this leg Stretch the foot, pull the toes back. See if you can lift and place that on top. Don't let that drop, keep it pushing up. Lift the hand up, bring it over the top. Keep them toes pulling back, keep lifting that hip. And bring it back down. Good. So we'll get one more on the other side, and then I don't think we'll have to do a cool down. I don't think we'll get to the last one. So whichever one you went into, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. From here, you're lifting and lifting. And bringing it down. Let's do our other side. So again, it's up to you, whichever place you want to start. And pulling them toes, lift, keep lifting up, keep breathing, keep pulling them toes, squeezing the legs together, squeezing the pelvic floor, pulling the abdominals back towards the spine, but at the same time breathing. And then relax. Lovely. So before we finish up, we've got to just work out these shoulders. We've been quite harsh on them today, and I was about to go harsher, but we haven't got time. We're going to do shoestring, so we're taking the arms underneath like this, letting our head hang down. So if we bring our elbows in front, take our body down, you're going to take one arm out, take one arm out, let the head drop forward. Hold it there, just breathe in to the middle of your shoulder blades. Then we're lifting up, pulling them out. So we're changing the arms, so we're bringing the other one behind. And again, palms facing up, we're sliding them out. I'll do it from the side. Oh, well, I'll do it. So from there, sliding them out to the side, letting the head come over. Breathe into the shoulder blades. And then come up from here, push into child. If you can, let the arms come down and let's let the head relax. Now with this, you're imagining the breath coming from the bottom and lifting up. I'm going to run out in about 19 seconds. So thank you very much. I'm still online for about an hour afterwards, so if anybody wants to chat, give me a shout. Take care. Woo, wave before you go. I'm going in a minute.